Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Chaos, and apologies for blackouts being in the background again. This is right after my important update video, but I wanted to talk about my YouTube friends, and I honestly wanted to talk about it because I've not experienced, essentially friendship like this. People like Spooky Wizard Emporium, My Wife Hates Me Gaming, and Wexra. These people have treated me so kindly and just so awesome when they didn't need to. I've been. It's such a blessing to have met everybody there, and I'm trying to reach out to more people in the community to be friends with them. Like I eventually am hoping that I can hang out with people like Raptor Rex, maybe Raven Knight, Havoc. It's just I've I'm used to that old toxic friend style. That's who I've. The problem was is I was never a good judge of people, and I was always around toxic people. I was too willing to give just a million excuses on why I should be friends with these types of people instead of cutting them out. And when I started doing the rep 90, Goki grind, that's where everything kind of changed in a way. I think I was already friends with Chris at the time. I'm not 100% with that, but I do, I do know that that was the first time I had actually, met Wexra. And that was because I had hit, I was on the rep 90 grind. I kind of saw that she was going for rep 90 PK, said, "Hey, I'm going for rep 90 Goki." She was so kind to me, and it was awesome. Eventually, once I hit rep 90, I tried going around the community and, obviously promoting it, which I get it. Some people did not like that, but you're trying. When I was so happy of that achievement, and some people liked it. Other people didn't. People that didn't like it. I'm not gonna call out people, but there's certain people in the that are YouTubers and streamers that I don't like because of their toxic mentality that they had. But Wexra has always been just such a big supporter of me. So has Chris, Spooky Wizard. All these people have just been such a blessing to me, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I thank you guys so much for being my friends. It means the world to me because when you do YouTube, it kind of can feel constricting at times where you don't know what you're doing, and I'm sitting here, I've only got, 5 people or whatever, and once you get 20 people and you have to deal with some of the toxic things, it's like when you're on your own, that is very, it's overwhelming at times to deal with. But since I've had, these good friends on YouTube, I've actually got to talk to them and they just tell me, "Hey, don't worry about it." You know, most of the people I talked about are from, the For Honor community, but I also want to talk about a good buddy of mine, which is OSRS Pro. And everybody will be, again, I don't know if I said this earlier, but everybody will be added in the description. You know, OSRS Pro was one of the guys I've been following for a while. He's a RuneScape YouTuber, and he was like my first big, supporter, in terms of somebody that was a YouTuber that was telling me, yeah, go at it and giving me advice. He's such an awesome friend. And while I may not talk to all these people all the time, I do consider every single one of the people I've named here as friends. I also thank God for Pastor Kevin. Pastor Kevin has helped me so much. He's such an awesome pastor. If you guys don't know who he is, please go check him out. He's going to be obviously in the description below, but if you also, you know, just go to my homepage and go down, all the people I've mentioned are also in there. I also want to thank Snowates for, he was a fan that made a whole Discord server for me. I didn't know how to do any of that. I didn't even ask him to. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart. Thank you, Snoits. You're awesome. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate all the, my longtime viewers, Captain DJC, you got Demir Dervant, I think his name is, just a lot of you guys. I thank you so much. And, you guys make this endeavor worth it. Not just to be able to have the friends that I've made on YouTube, but also the friends I've made through followers. Because I was alone before, and you guys have lifted me up, and honestly, may the Lord bless all of you. It really has helped me out a lot, and it's going to help me going into this next year of schooling because now I don't feel alone. So I will actually be able to think about the people that I have that are actually standing behind me this time instead of just telling me to suck it up and deal with it. I actually get to think back on the people that actually care about me. And it means the world to me, guys. It really does. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Spooky Wizard Emporium. Thank you, My Wife Hates Me Gaming. Thank you, Wexra. Thank you, Pastor Kevin. And thank you, OSRS Pro. You guys are the best friend, some of the best friends I can ever have. Pastor Kevin, you are the best pastor I've ever been around. You're awesome. You're funny. You're a great pastor. And I love all you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. I can't wait to continue this endeavor in the future and to see how far we go, how far the Lord takes us all. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys. It means just so much. I love you guys. Thank you guys for your support. Have a good day, and God bless.